you're someone who loves a good ghost story and isn't afraid of things that go bump in the night, then this video is for you. First up, the Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado. If you dare to spend a night at the Stanley Hotel, especially in room 217, be prepared for an experience that might just give you goosebumps. This hotel is over 100 years old and located in a stunning place with beautiful architecture. But there's more to it that makes you excited to go there and spend a night. If you've heard or seen the movie version of Stephen King's The Shining, you know how terrifying that story is. If you're curious as to what could have inspired such a frightening tale, you might want to pay a visit to the Stanley Hotel. People say that Stephen King stayed in room 217 back in 1974. It was a cold night, and the hotel was almost empty, just about to close for the winter. This creepy setting sparked King's imagination and led to the creation of his famous horror novel. The entire Stanley Hotel is known for its paranormal activity, but room 217 is the heart of the ghostly events. Many guests have reported strange occurrences. Lights turning on and off by themselves, doors opening and closing on their own, and weird laughter and footsteps echoing through the halls. People often feel sudden drafts and an unexplained fear, which only adds to the hotel's haunted reputation. Number 2, the Langham Hotel. If you are a man with a strong heart, then you should spend a night in this hotel. The Langham Hotel was built in 1865 and has many spooky stories. The Langham Hotel in London is famously haunted by several ghosts, most notably that of a former employee named Dorothy. Dorothy was a chambermaid who died in the 1930s and is said to haunt the 9th floor where she used to work. Guests have reported seeing her ghost roaming the halls or cleaning the rooms, as well as hearing her footsteps and strange noises coming from inside the rooms. Room 333 is particularly famous for its weird activity. Many guests have reported seeing a man in Victorian evening wear in this room. The ghosts at this historic hotel are so active that they even drove out several English national cricket team players in 2014, who reported sudden heat, lights turning on and off, and an unexplained presence during the night. Other ghost sightings at the Langham include a man dressed in military garb, a German prince who jumped to his death from an upper-level window, and former frequent guest Napoleon III, who is said to haunt the basement. Number 3, the Marshall House. If you love to experience ghost stories, then you must visit Marshall House, which is a great place for you to stay. The Marshall House in Savannah is one of the most haunted places in America. This old hotel, built in 1851, was used as a hospital during the Civil War and 2 other times. Because of this, many guests have reported seeing ghosts. People have seen ghostly figures in the hallways and lobbies. Some have noticed taps turning on by themselves and heard the sound of children running. But when they checked, no one was there. Despite these spooky events, the Marshall House is very popular. Guests love their wines and cheese happy hour, which often includes a history talk about Savannah and the hotel. The hotel also says their ghosts are friendly. Number 4, the Russell Hotel. Imagine staying at a hotel where you might meet a ghost live. Sounds frightening, right? Well, that's exactly what the Russell Hotel in Sydney is going to give you experience. This hotel is located in the oldest part of the city, the Rocks, and is close to many popular attractions. But it's not just the location that's interesting. The Russell Hotel itself is famous for its creepy ghost stories. Despite its spooky tales, the Russell Hotel is one of the favorite hotels among visitors. It offers a unique blend of history and the supernatural. In ancient times, the Rocks used to be a rough area with lots of crime, and sailors looking for adventure often found themselves in trouble on the dark paths. One of these sailors is said to haunt the Russell Hotel, especially room 8. Guests have reported waking up to see this ghostly sailor standing at the foot of their bed just staring at them. It's enough to give anyone anxiety. So, if you're brave enough, spend a night at the Russell Hotel and see if you can spot the ghostly sailor yourself. Next up is a spot for those who love staying in castles. I've always dreamed of spending a night in a beautiful castle, but a haunted one? Not so much. Especially a medieval castle. But if you're brave enough to combine your castle stay with some ghostly encounters, Chillingham Castle in England is the place to be. This castle has been around since 1344, and with such a long history, it's no wonder it's known for ghosts. I would recommend you to stay in the Pink Room for an extra spooky experience. This room is haunted by a ghost known as the Blue Boy. Guests have reported seeing blue flashes of light and hearing loud crying noises. You will also hear the ghost in the pantry, hear voices in the chapel, see ghosts in the courtyard, and sense a ghostly presence in the torture chamber. So, if you're up for it, spend a night at Chillingham Castle. It's an adventure you won't forget, and let me know if I should also try it or not. Number 6. Hotel del Coronado. The Hotel del Coronado in San Diego is known for having a famous ghost. This historic hotel opened in 1888 and has been haunted by a woman named Kate Morgan since 1892. Kate and her husband came to the hotel to spend a night. Kate Morgan checked into the hotel first and was waiting for her husband. They were traveling con artists, but her husband never showed up. 4 days later, a sad and pregnant Kate was found dead at the bottom of an outdoor staircase leading to Coronado Beach with a gunshot wound to her head. Since then, guests have reported seeing her ghost in a black lace dress, walking on the beach, and in the hotel, especially in room 3327 where she stayed. Number 7. Hollywood Roosevelt. Hotel. Do you love Hollywood movies? Then you might also love the scariest Hollywood hotel. The Hollywood Roosevelt, located in Los Angeles, California, is not just famous for its star-studded past, but also its ghosts. This hotel hosted the first Academy Awards in 1929, and many movie stars lived here for long periods. Today, the Hollywood Roosevelt is known for its spooky side. Guests have reported seeing Marilyn Monroe's spirit in a mirror in one of the rooms, and hearing Montgomery Clift's voice in his old suite. Even if you're not a fan of classic film legends, the hotel's dramatic lobby and views of the Hollywood sign can still give you panic. Many guests have reported encountering these ghosts during their stay. If you're looking for a mix of Hollywood glamour and ghostly encounters, the Hollywood Roosevelt is the place to be. The Parador de Jaen Hotel is located in Spain. It is famous due to a few creepy, frightening stories. It is said to be haunted by the ghost of a woman who died of a broken heart. Guests have seen her ghost in the hotel's hallways and bedrooms, and some have even claimed to feel her touch or pressure holding them down. But that's not all. The guests who stayed for long also claimed to see the spirit of a young girl who died in a fire and a man who hanged himself in one of the bathrooms. Staff members have reported hearing strange noises and feeling cold spots in certain parts of the building. Number 9. The Place d'Armes Hotel. Let's talk about the 9th location on my list. The Place d'Armes Hotel in New Orleans. This hotel has a fascinating and strange history. It was built on the site of a school that burned down during the Great New Orleans Fire of 1788. Many people lost their lives in the fire, and some believe their spirits still wander in here. New Orleans is known for its haunted hotels, but the Place d'Armes is said to have the most ghostly activity. Many guests have reported seeing a bearded old man who nods at them and then fades away. Recently, one woman claimed to have had actual conversations with him, making her experience even more exciting. But the bearded old man isn't the only ghost. Guests have also heard strange noises, like footsteps in empty hallways, and seen objects move on their own. The hotel's beautiful courtyard and old-fashioned design make it a charming place to stay. Number 10. The Bowery Hotel. And now, last but not least, we have the Bowery Hotel in New York City. If you're looking for a ghostly adventure in a stylish hotel, the Bowery Hotel is the place to go. When you walk into the lobby, it feels like you're stepping back into the 19th century, with its red velvet and old paintings. It's no wonder ghosts might like it as much as the guests do. People have reported that ghosts hang out in the elevators, which go up and down by themselves at 1 a.m. every night. If the old fireplaces and antique rugs don't make you feel like you're in another time, the spooky elevator rides might. These locations offer an unforgettable experience. Would you dare to stay in any of these haunted hotels? Name the one that you would love to explore. Until next time, happy haunting.